Welcome back. It's now time for Midday Sports.
ISSA President Keith Wellington says no consensus has been reached as yet about the resumption of the Manning and DaCosta Cup competitions, despite a meeting being held last week Friday to address the matter. Both competitions had reached the round of 16 stage when Hurricane Melissa impacted the island, and in particular the rural parishes, on October 28. A number of suggestions were made at the meeting, including resuming the Manning Cup, which is mostly based in the corporate area, which was not severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa. But speaking on Hits 92 FM's Sports Grill on Monday, Wellington says, contrary to reports, no decision has been arrived at as yet.
We have had the discussions about how we resume and what are our options. So obviously that would have been mentioned or suggested. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that we actually met with the schools involved in rural football. We have met with the principals and the coaches. We have also met with sponsors, but we have not yet come to a decision as to when we will resume, because ultimately that decision has to be one based on consensus.
Wellington also sought to point out that it's not only schoolboy football that was impacted, but netball and basketball as well, noting a decision is also to be made on those sporting disciplines.
So we have three competitions that has been affected by the hurricane. Mm-hmm. We have not taken a decision yet as to what we will do with them. What I can say is that we have started the process of deliberations, which means that we have to meet with the schools, all the schools, and in particular those schools that have been impacted directly by the hurricane. In cases where we have sponsors, we have to meet with the sponsors as well. And we will ultimately also have to ensure that what we have planned is aligned with the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Sports in particular in terms of the way forward. So that process is currently ongoing.
Khalil Gardner claimed Jamaica's lone medal at the recently concluded Youth Pan American Games in Santiago, Chile. Gardner delivered an outstanding performance in the F-57 javelin throw to finish third behind Venezuelan winner Manuel Flores and Mexican Juan Pablo Moran. Gardner also competed in the shot put event. Jamaica ended 20th on the medal table. American World 100-meter silver medalist Marvin Bracey has accepted a 45-month or 3.5-year sanction for anti-doping rule violations. The U.S. Anti-Doping Agency made the announcement on Monday. Bracey, who won silver at the 2022 World Championships, was provisionally suspended in February 2024 after an out-of-competition test came back positive for an anabolic agent. USADA said it opened an investigation into Bracey after receiving a tip from a whistleblower. Bracey had initially tried to tamper with the investigation, according to USADA, which conducted the inquiry with the Athletics Integrity Unit and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. Bracey later admitted his violations and provided substantial assistance. He has not competed since 2023. And that is it for your Midday Sports Roundup, and I am Jermaine Brown.
Thank you, Jermaine, and that's the Midday News Package. I'm Carrie Simpson. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports, and production teams, good afternoon.